In the preceding video, Dosing and Mist Program, we discussed dosing per the label and a common mist duration and schedule. In this video, we're going to demonstrate how to calculate the replenishment cycle of your installation. That is, figure how many days until the unit must be refilled, and introduce you to an online tool that we've built to make it easy. Let's start by calculating the replenishment cycle for a hypothetical drum unit installation. The characteristics of our system are on screen. We have a 55-gallon drum unit. We've got 40 nozzles with an average flow rate per nozzle of 40 milliliters per minute. We have 2 programmed mists per day, and we're counting on the homeowner to use their remote once a day. And each mist has a duration of 45 seconds. So let's answer the question, how many days until the drum is empty? In order to make the calculations make sense, we first need to convert 55 gallons into milliliters. 175 milliliters in the drum. Now we'll calculate how many milliliters are misted for each minute the unit runs. We multiply 40 nozzles by 40 milliliters per minute to get 1,600 milliliters per minute of misting. Now we need to figure out how many minutes per day we are misting. 2 automatic cycles plus 1 remote triggered cycle with a 45-second duration for each yields 135 seconds, or 2.25 minutes per day. If we multiply our 1,600 milliliters per minute that the nozzle circuit puts out by 2.25 minutes, we get 3,600 milliliters of mist per day. And since we're starting with 55 gallons, or a bit over 208,000 milliliters, we can divide to get 58 days until empty. So thanks for your attention while I ran through the arithmetic. But luckily, you shouldn't have to repeat the calculation for your systems, because on the product support page of our website, www.mistaway.com, we provide an online calculator to do it for you. It looks like this. It prompts you for the drum size, the average flow rate per nozzle of your installation, the number of nozzles, and the expected mist duration per day. You click the Calculate button, and voila, it returns the days until empty. Now let's go through a similar exercise for the tankless unit, paying special attention to the differences. Here again is our hypothetical system. It is identical to the one we just discussed, except that it has a tankless unit, and we're going to calculate how many days until the bottle is empty. Let's start by converting our half gallon of Riptide into milliliters so that we can make the calculation work. There are 1,894 milliliters of concentrate in a half gallon. Now we'll calculate the output of the nozzle circuit just like we did before. 40 nozzles times our average flow rate of 40 milliliters per minute equals 1,600 milliliters per minute. We've got the same daily mist duration as the previous example, 2.25 minutes per day, which means we have the same daily mist output of 3,600 milliliters per day. But now here is where the calculation gets different. We need to figure out the consumption of Riptide concentrate per day. We know the mix ratio has been set to 110 parts water to 1 part Riptide. And since we know we're putting out 3,600 milliliters of mist per day, we can divide by 110 to calculate how much of that is Riptide concentrate, about 33 milliliters of Riptide per day. Since we know the total volume in the bottle is 1,894 milliliters, and we're misting about 33 milliliters per day, we can divide to calculate that the bottle will be empty in 58 days. Coincidentally, that is exactly what we calculated for the drum unit installation. So we've got about a 2-month replenishment cycle for each unit, which is about the right frequency for service calls. On the same product support page of the website, you'll also find a days to empty calculator for the tankless unit that prompts you for the factors we just reviewed. That's all for this video. In the next video, we're going to take up the topic of customizing your application for different pests and different conditions.